Only on Fox tonight, a man charged after police say he was caught looking under a bathroom stall at a teenage girl. Now, this happened inside of a Cracker Barrel restaurant in Duncan, and authorities have charged the man on your screen, Douglas Lane. Officials say he's a registered sex offender in North Carolina, and he tried to run from this restaurant on Sunday. But a group of people at the Cracker Barrel, including the victim's father, stopped him until police arrived. We're talking to one of the men who tackled the suspect in an interview you'll see only on Fox.
And our own Matt Koufax live right now outside the Cracker Barrel. And Matt, this is one of those stories with the video. It all went viral yesterday into this morning.
Yeah, Cody, that's exactly right. It caused a lot of stir on social media, but we talked to that man, Brenton Fleming, who says that he ran after Douglas Lane, the suspect accused of doing this. He came out of the entrance of the Cracker Barrel right here and was running towards Main Street. That's Highway 290 just over here. Fleming says he just did what he thought was right. He's happy that he was here to serve justice.
Brenton Fleming says it makes him sick.
I have two daughters, and if this happened to one of my daughters, I don't think I would have been able to show the same restraint that the father did that was involved.
He says he was at Cracker Barrel in Duncan just to have a nice meal with his family when the unthinkable happened.
My mother-in-law was actually in the bathroom when the guy was in there, and I heard a loud scream, and my father-in-law ran immediately into the bathroom.
Police say 53-year-old Douglas Lane was spotted by a 15-year-old girl after he stuck his head underneath her stall in the women's bathroom of the restaurant. After a physical altercation with the girl's father, who had already run into the bathroom, and Fleming's father-in-law, Fleming says Lane made a mad dash.
He got away, in which I heard the victim's mom say, "Get him," in which I took off from the register.
Fleming says he reached Lane before he could get to Highway 290.
I tackled him, and I punched him twice, and I told him to sit there, and then the dad surrounded him.
He also says the group made Lane sit and wait for law enforcement to arrive.
I think I just did what I needed to do at that time. I'm glad I could be there.
Today in bond court, prosecutors revealed Lane has a history of at least 8 peeping convictions dating back to 1984 and is in the North Carolina Sex Offender Registry. In a statement, Cracker Barrel says they are aware of the incident and are cooperating with law enforcement. For his part, Fleming says he's praying for the teenage girl and her family.
I don't consider myself a hero. I consider that dad a hero because he sprung and he did what he was supposed to do, and he showed the restraint to allow the law to do what they're supposed to do.
Police say that once they arrived here, that suspect, Lane, was complaining about needing an inhaler from his car. When they went to his car, they noticed a smell, and they also found marijuana, so he's been charged with possession as well. Coming up at 11, we're going to talk more about those charges and what's next for that suspect, Lane, as he awaits trial. In Greenville tonight, Matt Koufax, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.
And we were there as he faced a judge today virtually. The solicitor actually spoke out about his 8 peeping Tom convictions. And we also learned he's a registered sex offender in North Carolina. Again, Lane is charged with voyeurism and possession of marijuana. His bond with all of those charges set at just $3,000. He is going to be ordered to wear a GPS monitoring system once he bails out, and he must stay in Spartanburg County.
Probably going to have to find some location in South Carolina to stay in and work your residence through either some form of technology.
This has been a disturbing event for the victim and the victim's family, and also for the community.
Now we have learned Douglas Lane runs a business from his home in Charlotte. He asked the judge to be on home detention there, but the judge said no. You must stay in South Carolina so he can be monitored by Spartanburg County. The police chief there in Duncan tells us that this case is not over and more charges are likely forthcoming.